Today I'm doing a little sewing project. It is Caroline's birthday tomorrow, and I also still haven't given Kelley her birthday gift because life has been crazy. So crazy. And also it's a sewing project, so I wanted to be able to have the time to do it properly and find some fabric that I really loved. So today we're working on these 2 quilted bags for them. I think it's gonna be really fun. I haven't done a big sewing project in a really long time. I've really only done a couple. I got a sewing machine, I think, when I was like late high school, early college maybe, and I made a skirt back then, and I think I've done like 1 or 2 other things, but otherwise I've really just done sewing for like mending purposes and like tailoring things for myself a little bit since I do a lot of thrifting. So this is going to be a bigger project for me, and I want to really start getting back into that, and I think I want to kind of start showcasing a little bit of those projects on this channel as well. For fabric, I did some thrifting and I found these 2 dresses. I've already done like the seam ripper to make sure that I have the fabric just like in the best condition for cutting this pattern out. But here's the first fabric. This one's gonna be for Kelley. It's a sensible little olive green, kind of fun abstracty pattern. And then the second one is this like floral linen situation we got going on here. The flowers are so freaking cute, and I think that one is really giving Caroline. And who knows, maybe I'll give them to them and they'll be like, oh, we want to switch, and that is fine too. I went with this because Kelley, when I originally threw this idea around, I asked her kind of like what color she would want, and she said something in the green space would be really cool. So that's what we're going with, but I don't care who gets what. I care that they love them. Let's get started. I'm a little worried about the green fabric because I thought there were more large pieces of that fabric than there were. I also thought the pattern would be multiple small pieces. Instead it's like 1 big piece basically. I guess 2 big pieces essentially. This is the pattern. It's a really cute quilted bag. So you've got the lining and then you've got the pieces for the outside of the bag. I think I'm just gonna have to piece together a little bit. Gosh, it's really like that is all that is left up there. It's so frustrating. I'm like, what do you mean that's all I need here? And then this one, I think I'm gonna do a seam up the middle to connect these 2 pieces. I'm gonna get started and we will check back in to see how I'm doing. Taking a lot longer than I thought it would, which I knew would happen. The fact that I have 2 of them. Caroline's birthday is tomorrow. The party is tomorrow night. I really want to give it to them then. And I do have all day tomorrow, so I for sure will get it done. It's just going to be a longer time period than I thought it would. I really just hoped I could like knock it out tonight. And it's still possible. I mean, it's only like, I think it's like 7:45 or something like that. So it's still early, there's time. I think the hardest part is done, which was like cutting out the like really finicky fabric, sewing it together, making sure that was even. And I think the rest of it hopefully will be a little quicker for the most part. And I'm excited. So this is a quilted bag. So there's batting that goes underneath the fabric, and they have like a pattern of just like kind of waves suggested with the original design. And it's like you can cut out each piece and do exactly what they did, but I think I'm just gonna freehand it, so I think that'll be fun. Currently, at the moment, I'm going to cut this batting out and pin everything down so that I can start doing that quilting. always the most annoying thing ever when I'm sewing, when this like top string gets sucked up in the machine. And I feel like no matter what I do, I take all the precautions that I've ever learned to make sure that doesn't happen, and it just happens anyway. And that is so annoying. It's time to lock the fuck in. It's 10:31 now. I did get a phone call from my sister, and when that happened, I did go lay down on my bed, and then after we hung up, I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. I don't even do it that often, to be honest. I think I'm a lot better than most people, but when it happens, it's like, there are so many other ways I could be spending my time. Did I laugh? Yeah. Did I smile? Yeah. And that's good. But you know what else would make me smile? Finishing this bag. I really want to finish one tonight so I can finish the other one tomorrow before the party and the festivities. So I'm locking in. I just watched Love Island, but now I'm going to jump back into what I was watching before Love Island, which was Winter House. Caleb really got me into Summer House. I fought it so hard, but he got me into Summer House when we were on vacation. And so now I'm finished with that. And so I'm just kind of diving more into that whole universe. So now I'm watching Winter House. Good morning, it is the next day. I essentially was up pretty late working on this, but I think it was kind of not all my fault completely. I forgot that people said in the reviews that there was no inside pocket, and I meant to think about this further ahead of time so I could add one myself, but I did make it to the end of the project and realize, oh right, I forgot about the pocket. And so I just had to hand stitch it on, whereas if I had thought about it earlier, I could have sewn it on with the sewing machine. But it is completed, at least Kelley's is, and then I'm about to get started on Caroline's. I think this one will go faster because I've already done it before, and also because I can skip all the portions of me having to like patch pieces of fabric together and just cut out the fabric, because I have enough of that second dress with the blue flowers. I have enough like large pieces of that fabric to just do it from the jump. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and remember the pocket at a good point in the process where I can sew it on with the machine, and I think it's going to be really cute. For bag number 2, both pieces are quilted. That really does take a long time, but both pieces are quilted now, and it's time to start kind of piecing everything together. Starting to rush and make stupid mistakes. Twice in the last like 5 minutes, I've like, because I'm like trying to top stitch, and with all this fabric it just keeps getting caught under the machine, and so I keep accidentally sewing through bits I'm not trying to sew through. So I'm going in with a stitch ripper again for the second time in the last 5 minutes, but it's okay, it's gonna be beautiful and so worth it. I'm gonna start getting ready to go out. We're doing what you should never do in New York on a Saturday night, which is we're gonna attempt to just like find a restaurant that has space for us with no reservation. We looked at a few places. We were hoping for a 6:30 reservation. There were like 5:30s and 7:30s, but not a 6:30 or something around there. And we are supposed to be at the bar that the big group of people is coming to join us at 8. So we're just gonna meet at on Vanderbilt Avenue and walk to a few places and see what we can find. We're hoping for Alexatookthat, which will be really good Mexican food. It's like a Michelin guide restaurant, and maybe we'll get in or maybe we'll find something else. The main event's happening at the bars afterwards anyway, so we'll see what happens. I am going to hop in the shower. I have my little Aperol spritz that I'm going to take in with me. I guess my version of a shower beer is a shower Aperol spritz. Sometimes it's a shower beer when I can find a good gluten-free beer, but today we're doing a shower Aperol spritz. Perfect. Banana, peanut butter, banana.